Alright, let's talk about Dalmatians. You know, the polka-dotted celebrities of the dog world, firehouse mascots, movie stars, and the official breed of, wow, that dog is gorgeous, but I think I'll admire from a distance. Because for some reason, people have this idea that Dalmatians are aggressive. Like they're out here plotting world domination, one bite at a time. Which is weird, because if you grew up watching 101 Dalmatians, you probably thought they were just adorable, clever, and way too good at escaping fur-obsessed villains. But then you hear things like, oh, Dalmatians are mean. They don't like strangers. They'll turn on you for no reason. And suddenly, this Disney dream dog starts sounding like the four-legged version of a moody teenager with trust issues. So, what's the deal? Are Dalmatians really aggressive? Or is this just another case of bad PR and humans not reading the fine print before adopting a dog? Let's break it down. 1. Bred for work, not for cuddles. If you've ever met a Dalmatian and thought, wow, this dog has a lot of energy, congrats, you've just discovered their original job description. C. Dalmatians were bred to run next to horse-drawn carriages for miles. They weren't lapdogs or couch potatoes. They were doggy bodyguards, keeping watch, protecting their owners, and making sure nobody messed with the horses. And if you think about it, that job literally required them to be a little suspicious of strangers. You don't want your security dog welcoming thieves with tail wags and belly rubs. So, their natural instinct is, be alert, be ready to act, don't let anything sketchy slide. And if they don't get proper training, that protective instinct can look a lot like aggression. Because if a Dalmatian thinks you're a threat, they're not going to write a strongly worded letter. They're going to handle it. And that's not bad behavior, that's just 200 years of job experience kicking in. 2. Energy levels that are just too much. If you've ever seen a Dalmatian at full speed, you know they don't just run. They launch. These dogs have more energy than a double shot of espresso, and if you don't give them an outlet for it, they turn into frustrated, hyperactive chaos machines. And here's a fun fact about frustrated dogs. They don't write in their journals. They don't meditate. They don't take deep breaths and count to 10. They act out. And that's when you get snappy, reactive behavior, not because the dog is mean, but because they're mentally and physically overloaded. A Dalmatian that gets 2 short walks a day is like a Formula One car stuck in a traffic jam. Eventually, something is going to explode. 3. The deaf dog factor. Now here's something most people don't know. Dalmatians have a high rate of deafness. About 30% of them are born either partially or completely deaf. And a dog that can't hear well is more likely to get startled. Which means if you walk up behind them, give them a big surprise hug, and they react with a snap. That's not aggression. That's dude, you just scared the life out of me. It's like if someone suddenly jumps out of a closet at you. You don't politely ask them to explain themselves. You panic. So a lot of what people call Dalmatian aggression is really just startle response. If you had partial hearing loss and people kept grabbing you from behind, you'd probably have some trust issues too. 4. They're not Labradors, and that's okay. Some dog breeds love everyone, all the time, no matter what. Golden Retrievers? They'd be best friends with a burglar if he had snacks. Labradors? They greet strangers like long-lost relatives. Dalmatians? Not so much. They're not automatically friendly to every person they meet. And people take that way too personally. They think, oh, this Dalmatian didn't instantly love me, must be aggressive. No, they're just not people pleasers. They're more like, prove you're worth my time kind of dogs. Which, let's be honest, makes them kind of cool. 5. The bad owner epidemic. Now, let's be real for a second. Most of the time, when a Dalmatian has behavioral issues, the problem isn't the dog. It's the human. Because too many people get these dogs without understanding them. They think they're getting a laid-back, easygoing family pet, not a high-energy, strong-willed, working breed. So they don't train them properly, exercise them enough, socialize them from an early age, and then they wonder why their Dalmatian is acting out. That's like buying a race car and then complaining that it goes too fast. If you don't give a dog the right environment, they're going to develop problems. And when a Dalmatian with too much energy, no training, and no socialization starts acting up, people go, wow, what an aggressive breed. No, what an unprepared owner. Final verdict. Are Dalmatians actually aggressive? No. But they are intense. They're like that one friend who's super loyal, but also a little unpredictable. If you understand them, they're amazing. If you don't, they're overwhelming. They need training, exercise, and structure. They need owners who actually get them. Otherwise, they become a problem. So the next time someone says, Dalmatians are aggressive, remind them, no, they're just misunderstood, and maybe a little too smart for their own good.